Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the medium-term public investment plan from the state budget, during the period from 2026 to 2030, TayNinhTV province is expected to mobilize more than 42,600 billion Vietnam dong to invest in building infrastructure projects within the area,
in which 7,500 billion Vietnam dong will come from the central government's budget, while the remaining of 35,100 billion Vietnam dong will be managed by the local budgets. And with this funding, TayNinhTV will gather all resources on the implementing national target programs, the major projects and key infrastructure that are of the great significance to the economic and the social development of the province, with the aims of connecting and spreading influence throughout the region. And one of the main priorities be to expedite the implementation of projects to celebrate the 12th Provincial Party Conference. The province will also focus on compensation and land clearance for the Ho Chi Minh City Mobile Expressway Project Phase No. 1, and the disbursement of public investment funds will be tied to ensuring the quality of the projects and preventing any corruption, waste or mismanagement. Furthermore, the efforts will be made to strictly check and handle responsibilities of investors and contractors who fail to comply with the regulations.
On the morning of December 13, the military command of Trang Bang Thao held a conference to review the cooperation activities in 2024 and sign a memorandum of cooperation for 2025 with the military district of Ba Vẹt City and Tan Re districts, Srei Riêng province, Kingdom of Cambodia. Attending the conference from TayNinhTV province, there were Colonel Nguyễn Đình Huân, Deputy Commander of the Provincial Military Command, and local leaders of Trang Bang. From the Cambodian side, the attendees included Colonel Amsada, Deputy Commander of Srei Riêng Military Sub-District, Mr. Red Reksa, Deputy Mayor of Ba Vẹt City, and Mr. Thonta Vutia, District Chief of Tan Re. In 2024, the cooperation activities between the local governments and armed forces from district to commune levels on both sides of the border have been strengthened and brought positive results. As a result, the two sides exchanged 172 pieces of information to serve leadership, guidance, and timely handling of issues, preventing any surprise or passive situation. They also conducted 112 joint patrols with 185 participants, coordinated in border demarcation, placing 9 main border markers and 26 secondary markers along a more than 14 km stretch of the border, and successfully protected the border posts, ensuring that no markers were damaged. The conference focused on exchanging ideas, reaching consensus, and signing a cooperation agreement for 2025 with 7 key areas aimed at building a stable, peaceful, and friendly border for mutual development. The audience in 2024, the coordination and information exchange among the border guard, police, customs, market management, and other relevant forces in combating smuggling and trade fraud is expected to show significant improvement, bringing positive results.
Accordingly, throughout the year, the functional forces and the Steering Committee of Anti-Smuggling, Trade Fraud and Counterfeit Goods in the district town and TayNinhTV City detected and seized for 957 cases involving 964 individuals, with contraband worth approximately to 22.2 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 1.3 billion Vietnam dong in the value of confiscated goods compared to 2023. Regarding administrative penalties, the authorities had handled for 137 violations, collecting for over 40.4 billion Vietnam dong in fines. This is a decrease of more than 34 billion Vietnam dong compared to 2023 also. The Provincial Steering Committee will implement a peak period for anti-smuggling, trade fraud and counterfeit goods activities to ensure the effective prevention of such crimes during the lead up to and following the Lunar New Year holidays of 2025.
In light of the potential security and other issues related to conditional businesses in the province, particularly as the year ends, Lieutenant Provincial Police have announced they will intensify inspections and management to prevent ramps associated with these businesses. Accordingly, the Provincial Police, in collaboration with relevant departments and agencies, will conduct comprehensive checks and administrative controls on accommodation facilities and businesses providing services that are sensitive to security and public order. This aims to promptly detect violations of the law, enabling them to take strong actions against offenders. Special attention will be given to managing karaoke services, accommodation businesses, and others to prevent the formation of hotspots for drug-related activities, prostitution, or other criminal behaviors that could negatively affect public opinion. These measures are intended to combat crime, maintain public order, and ensure the safety of the people as they prepare to celebrate the Lunar New Year 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, the integrational transportation infrastructure system plays a key role in driving the socio-economic development of the Southwest region, laying a solid foundation for the region to leap into a new era. Major projects such as the Ho Chi Minh City Road and Ring Road are opening up opportunities for breakthroughs across the entire region. Let's join the reporters from the news agency television to visit the site and learn about the progress and importance of these projects.
And the Tanang Bridge had an important connection point of the Ho Chi Minh Road project through the Bình Dương workers are tirelessly working without a moment of resting and determined to speed up the progress. The working is also want to create a project to our southeastern region and bringing innovation to Bình Dương and the southeast region also. Systematically, the Ring Road number 3 project section passing through Bình Dương is also being implemented urgently and stretching over 76 kilometers. This road connects Ho Chi Minh City, Đồng Nai, Bình Dương, and Long An provinces, and opening up a seamless and efficient transportation network. With the momentum that the party and the government have outlined, this year will be a new era, and the opportunity is now, which means we must act and make every effort in the resources we have. Every effort with the resources we have, and we must overcome the heat and the rain to complete the process as required. Ring number 3 will not only solve the traffic congestion, but also act as a bridge to propel the southeast region into a new era of development, attracting investment and strengthening the connection between the provinces and cities. The Pro and the other departments in the project region are allied and united in their cooperation to connect in this Ring Road number 3 to the national key projects. And the completed roads and bridges are not just infrastructure, they are the symbols of the southeast region's ambition to bridge further the dynamic economic heart of the nation, strongly promoting the sustainable development of Bình Dương and the entire region also.
Turn to domestic news. On the morning of December 14 in Hanoi, the Ministry of Defense, in collaboration with the Central Propaganda and Training Department, the Ministry of Public Security, and Cao Bằng Province organized a national-level scientific seminar with the theme The Vietnam People's Army, Glorious Tradition, Glorious Career, Core Force in Building a Strong National Defense System. In his opening speech, Minister of Defense Phan Văn Giang emphasized that this seminar holds immense significance in further researching and providing a comprehensive, profound, and full understanding of the strategic vision and correct leadership path of the Communist Party of Vietnam and President Ho Chi Minh regarding the Vietnam People's Army and its military and national defense endeavors. It will also focus on the process of building, growing, fighting, and winning, as well as the glorious tradition and remarkable achievements of our army and people. In his directive speech at the seminar, President Lương Cương reviewed the history and significant achievements of the Vietnam People's Army after 80 years of formation, combat, growth, and victory, contributing to the cause of building and defending the nation. He pointed out that the history of thousands of years of building and defending the country has affirmed that the great unity of the people is a tremendous strength a crucial factor in achieving victory over any invading enemy. The organizing committee announced that more than 100 reports and discussions had been received focusing on analyzing specific topics, contributing to clarifying many theoretical and practical issues related to the construction of the Vietnam People's Army and the national defense system. On December 13, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Nguyễn Minh Hằng and Assistant Minister of Foreign Affairs of Kuwait in charge of Asia, Sami Hayat, co-chaired the forum of the political consultations between the foreign ministries of the two countries.
Deputy Minister Nguyễn Minh Hằng congratulated the Kuwait on assuming the presidency of the Gold Cooperation Council of GCC in 2025, highlighting the Kuwait's growing role and stature in the region. Both sides emphasized the priority of enhancing economic cooperation, including the efforts to attract investment, particularly from the Kuwait investment authorities of KIA, and they also discussed cooperation in sharing experience at material recognition and investing in halal product production to boost Vietnam's export to Kuwait and the border region. And the two sides agreed to work closely to enhance the effectiveness of the Nghi Sơn project, ensuring it continues to make a positive contribution to the economic and the social development of both countries.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion of the 32nd anniversary of diplomatic relations between Vietnam and South Korea, on the evening of December 13, the Embassy of South Korea, the Korean Cultural Center in Vietnam, and the Vietnam Drama Theatre collaborated to organize a performance of the musical The Girl and the Motorbike in Hanoi. This event not only aimed to promote cultural and artistic exchange, but also to strengthen the friendship between the two countries, Vietnam and South Korea. The musical The Girl and the Motorbike is the result of a collaboration between the Vietnam Drama Theatre and the Action Drama Theatre. The play revolves around the story of young Vietnamese and Japanese struggling to start their own businesses. Each character has a dream and a burning desire. Along the way to success, they all face challenges with basic needs, failures, temptations, and deception. Some push together and reach success, while others fall into the trap of organized crime, feeling there is no way out. However, love, kindness, and solidarity among the young people become a lifeline to save them from their mistakes. The scriptwriter Lee Sun is a South Korean journalist who has lived and worked in Vietnam for over 10 years. The two main characters I created are motorbike taxi drivers, and the motorbike is not just a means of transportation, but also connects families and friends, bringing them together to go out and share experiences. That's why I chose this theme. In my play, I have incorporated many stages of youth with dreams and aspirations, featuring famous world opera pieces, so that young people can break through and have an open approach to new cultures through these melodies. Recently, the Vietnam Drama Theatre has been strengthening international cultural exchange, particularly with South Korean art and theatre, allowing the artists to gain valuable experience. Firstly, we apply technology in performances to evaluate the aesthetic experience and evoke emotions that go beyond the traditional Vietnamese stage. Additionally, we have learned about management and operations, which has helped our project succeed. The collaboration between the top art institutions of Vietnam and South Korea through various projects not only promotes cultural and artistic exchange between the two organizations, but also contributes to deepening and strengthening the friendship between the two countries.
In 2025, Ho Chi Minh City aims for an economic growth rate of 9 to 10% and needs to mobilize 450,000 to 500,000 billion Vietnam dong. And to achieve this economic growth target, Ho Chi Minh City needs to mobilize a total investment of about 450,000 to 500,000 billion Vietnam dong. And the public investment from the central and local government funds is approximately to 85,000 billion Vietnam dong, along with an additional of 20% of the public investment. And from 2024, that will be carried over and transformed to 2025. And therefore, the city needs to mobilize around 400,000 billion Vietnam dong from non-budget sources. The city is focusing on attracting investments from domestic and foreign enterprises and supporting businesses in accessing funds from the target programs. And the city is working to resolve the issue with the key projects to increase the flow of investment capital, and at the same time, efforts to accelerate the public investment disbursement in the third quarters and the fourth quarter of 2024 will contribute to growth in the early of 2025.
During the 2025 New Year and Lunar New Year holidays, the historical sites managed by the Hanoi Department of Culture and Sports will open their doors to welcome visitors, tourists, and the people of the capital. According to the plan, the Department of Cultural Heritage will guide the People's Committees of districts and towns to strengthen the management of historical sites, religious activities, and intangible cultural heritage performances. The historical sites will organize various programs, including tours, experimental activities, exhibitions, thematic displays, traditional education activities, and seminars or discussions on historical and cultural events, serving both the public and visitors. Ladies and gentlemen, pho and spring rolls have become increasingly familiar names to international friends when it comes to Vietnamese cuisine. On December 12 in Rome, the Vietnamese Embassy, in cooperation with Vietnam Airlines, organized the Day of Pho and Spring Rolls in Italy, the pride to Vietnamese cuisine to promote Vietnamese culinary culture and boost tourism. The event also served to introduce the direct flight routes between Vietnam and Italy, which will begin operation in July 2025. A large number of representatives from relevant Italian authorities, diplomatic missions, and travel agencies in Rome attended the event. Vietnamese Ambassador to Italy Dương Hải Hưng noted that both the Vietnamese and Italian peoples share a great love for food. He emphasized that food is not only about history, culture, art, love, and passion, but also a strong similarity, a wonderful bond that connects the two countries. Similar to Italy, the ingredients of Vietnamese cuisine are simple, easy to fry, and always fresh. The attendees were very excited to watch demonstrations of how pho and spring rolls are prepared. Both pho and spring rolls are truly delicious and carry with them the flavors of nostalgia, closeness, and family atmosphere, things that are very important to every Vietnamese person. I'm sure that today's event, along with the launch of the direct flight routes between Hanoi and Milan, will further boost tourism, economic exchange, and trade between the two countries. In Italy, we know Vietnam primarily because its history and the example you have set. Today, pho has really amazed me because it is so delicious. Our Italian culinary tradition also includes dishes with broth and raw items, but they are not quite like Vietnamese pho and spring rolls. I have truly been concerned. I'm sure this event will make us want to learn more and experience the culinary and cultural traditions of Vietnam. The Day of Pho and Spring Rolls, held for the first time in Italy, is not only aimed at promoting Vietnamese culinary culture, but also at celebrating the many culinary similarities between Vietnam and Italy. Pho and Spring Rolls will be culinary ambassadors inviting tourists to Vietnam, alongside the new direct flight route that will open in July. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.